Hi all. Welcome to our career webinar from Udacity. So this is Dalia Saif. I'm alumni community manager, and I'm so happy to be here today with all of you. So I'm so excited to join this insightful session with Kareem Helmy, who will deep dive into the key strategies for designing an impactful career path. So after this session, I think you will learn a lot of things. So you will understand the different career stages. You will learn how to create a practical career roadmap and to explore different career pathways from employment, freelancing, and entrepreneurship. And finally, setting the smart goals for your career growth. I think if you're a fresh grad or you want to like make a career shift or get promoted, so this session it will be very helpful and it will equip you with like different action and strategies to move forward to the next step and to achieve your goal. I would like to welcome Karim. I don't know if all of you like attended the previous event with Karim or not, but Karim, he's a people development and learning manager at L'Oréal Egypt, and he has over a decade of expertise in freelancing, entrepreneurship, and people development. And he has trained over 2,600 participants on different topics related to career like employment, freelancing, and leadership. So welcome, Karim. It's great having you today, to talk more about designing the career path from vision to strategy. So welcome. So before we start, as you know, this event will be recorded, and in case you have any a question, please leave them in the Q&A box, and we will have at the end a session of Q&As, so we will answer all the questions. Yeah, so please welcome again Karim, and the floor is yours, Karim.
Thank you, Dalia, so much. طيب, good morning, good afternoon, good evening for everyone. I know you are joining from a different part of the world, whatever the timing is, I hope you are having a good day. Very glad to be with Udacity for the second webinar. I guess the other one was maybe in last November or something like that, and I totally enjoyed it. And I hope today as well would be enjoyable and beneficial for all of you. I'll introduce you a bit about myself and start going with you about the agenda for today. But let me just start with a quick check-in. If you can just tell me in the chat from where are you joining? So let me tell me the country or the part of the world that you are joining from. And also you can tell us about how the weather is right now. So I'll begin with myself. I'm joining from Egypt, from Cairo. Weather now is a bit cold, so it's maybe 12, 13 degrees, something like that. So it's a bit freezing cold for us right now. But I'm happy. I'm a winter guy, so I'm happy with the weather. Let me check the chat to check the huge collection of nationalities. We have Mexico, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Greece, India, Pakistan, Palestine, Canada, Egypt, Lebanon. Someone is telling me it's very cold. It seems that we are on the same boat right now. Croatia, USA, Uzbekistan, UAE, Ethiopia, USA. I hope I'm not missing any country. Senegal, Niger, Rwanda, Netherlands. Wow, there is a huge يعني differences, and we have audience from all over the world, which is great in such a webinar to have different nationalities, because we will try to be as much as possible interactive. So I'll try to be asking you some questions in the middle, and we will share together in the chat so we can see different perspectives maybe from the topic that we are going to talk about. So, so let me tell you a bit about myself, because in the topic of career, I really like this topic, because I believe I was lucky enough to try several careers since I graduated. So originally, I am an engineering graduate from the German University in Cairo. I graduate with a major called digital media. So when I finished my studies, I worked in the motion graphics and animation field. So I worked in a company or a graphic studio called Zanad, and then we did animation, 3D and 2D and stuff like that. As you can see, it's totally different than what I do right now, because right now I'm working in the HR as a people development manager or L&D manager. So how this shift came, this is what we are going to I'm going to tell you more about this story while we walk through the agenda of the webinar. But during the my journey with the career, I worked as a 3D technical artist, as I told you. I'm working as a voiceover artist, so I record my voice in commercials, Arabic commercials, maybe mainly on TV. I work as a professional MC or host, so I host events. I come on stage, I present the event or a competition or something. So that's called an MC or a host. And I have joined since 2018 the field of learning and development between joining. Service providers like training consultancy companies, or working on the client side or the corporate side. So without me being talking in the beginning, without going into the agenda, let me share with you first the slides, so you can all check again our topics for today. Just let me know if you can see my slides right now. So just tell me in the chat if you can see the slides. Yeah, okay, great. So this is our agenda for today. So we passed the part of the introduction. We are going to talk about the something called the career stages, and then there is a very nice tool that I really love called the Ikigai. It's a Japanese tool and concept. And then we are going to talk about what we call career roadmap, career pathways, and setting career goals. Let me just, at the beginning, I want to tell you something. The topic of the career is really a big one. So when we have today a webinar for just 1 hour, this will just provoke or stimulate your mind with some ideas, some thoughts about how to think about my career, how to maybe discover what I want to do, what to do if I want to shift my career, etc. So we'll be sharing some of those which can stimulate your mind, but you need to do some practice afterwards. So you will not come out of the webinar in 1 hour and then you say, okay, I discovered today what I want to do in my life. But we will try to get some ideas, some thoughts, some stimulation, and some practices and some tools that will help you in the future in order to try and achieve what you want to do in your career, or at least begin the first step of your career. So let me begin with you with what we call the career stages, because at the beginning, careers are something that you will still going to explore and pursue and change and improve and get challenges and pass those challenges and obstacles and have successes and failures all your life. It's your career, it's your future life. But also, there are some stages, or we can actually describe each part of the career with our age in an individual category. So let's see the four main career stages. First of all, the exploration stage. If I ask you right now, and you can tell me in the chat, at what age can be the exploration? I mean, when I tell you exploration, what do you think? How old I am? Should I be in the exploration part? From which age to which age? Let's say, is it from when I have 7 years to 10 years? Is it when I have 15 to 20? Is it okay? I can see some people are saying any age, which is a great concept as well. But let me also leave you 20 seconds. People could actually guess or write what they want to share with here. And as you can see, there is no right or wrong answer. It's just a discussion that we'll do together. Okay, I can see 18, 30, 16, 25, probably under 70, 1, 2, any age, when we're young. Okay, that's great. Thank you for so much for everyone who shared in the chat. And actually, I would agree with all of you who said that exploration can come at any time. It's fine. As a theory, as a concept, it can come at any time. I can learn, I can experiment, I can explore a new career whenever I want to do it, whether I'm trying it something as a hobby, as a full-time, as a part-time, as a freelance, whatever. But also, in order for us to understand how to think about building a long-term career, we tend to see that the exploration part comes from the age when you start university degree till after you graduate with a bit of years. So I would say from 16 to 25 years old. You start, you had your university, you are enrolled in university or you are doing your high education. You start exploring yourself, you start applying for student activities, you start interacting with different people around you, like very different than the one that you had in school, etc. And then when you actually graduate, this is where the word exploring comes, because you can try different fields after you graduate. You can have different internships. You can actually do internships while you are studying. So maybe you do an internship in a company where they sell products, let's say food products, and then you try another internship in a bank, and then you try a third internship in whatever. So it's the part when you can try different fields. You go to internships, you have your first job, which is a happy moment when you get your first job after you graduate. So that's why they call it the exploration part, because you can move from different fields. You're free, you can try, you can move between jobs, and you can still explore. There is here one thing that I want to highlight, that because a lot of people usually when they start their first job, they tend to think that, okay, I must remain in this job at least 2 or 3 years before I can move and explore another field. I would say this is a mystery. Maybe before that, maybe in older times, they used to think that you need to be stable in a job and you remain for several years, etc. But nowadays, with the huge differences that we have in the careers every year, and the huge improvement of different fields and technology everywhere, etc., you can actually move faster between jobs, specifically when you are in the exploration part, when you are still young, when you are still exploring this different fields that you can apply for and join, etc. So do not think that, okay, I must remain in each job at least 3 years before I leave. No, just you can have it in 1 year, and then you found another chance, another opportunity, and you say to yourself, okay, I'll check this field, maybe it's better for my passion, etc. There is a nice question that I saw it in the chat, and I remind you, please write your questions in the Q&A box. But I just saw now a question from Muhammad Al Sibai in the chat, because he is saying, what if I finish the stage from 16 to 25 without doing any exploration? Which is a great question, because to be honest, Muhammad, I was exactly in your shoe. I was exactly in your place. When I first got my first job, I had, I guess, 22 years old, maybe. I did maybe while at university, I did one or two internships, which were just okay. I didn't explore myself enough. But then I remained in my job for so many years. That's why I give you an advice now not to do this. But if I'm telling you, Muhammad, what I did is I explored myself even after this 25 years old age, which is okay. Or I explored myself maybe in parallel to my old full-time job. So I did a lot of hobbies. I did a lot of part-time jobs, a lot of freelancing around till I found my passion, till I found that I love what it comes to people more than what comes to computers and office jobs, etc. So what I'm telling you here, Muhammad, is it's not like a deal breaker if you finished or if you passed 25 years old without doing exploration, but we just say it's better if you do it. It's advisable, it's recommended if you actually try to explore during that age. But if you passed it, it's fine. You still have a chance. You can do it. Maybe right here I can tell you a story about why I shifted my career actually. Because after be working for 2 years or 3 years in the field of motion graphics, what happened? The turning point is I just joined a competition. That was the beginning of me shifting my whole career. I joined the competition, and this competition was to go on stage. It was called Fame Lab. You go on stage, you have a scientific topic, scientific concept that you need to explain to other people in the audience as clear as possible in just 3 minutes without any PowerPoint or slides or whatever. As you can see, the competition is not totally related, is not related at all to my old job. But it was just me exploring other parts. It's just me trying to do something different out of my routine, daily routine work, etc. But believe me, that was the turning point because when I went on stage, talked with people, explained the concept, they understood. They gave me very nice feedback. They told me you were good on stage. You described the scientific topic very well. We understood. Why don't you do this more frequent? So I thought to myself, why I don't do it more frequent? And then I felt that I loved it. I loved being on stage. I loved meeting new people. I loved the networking part that we did after the event. I loved traveling with the competition to different parts of Egypt and also and we actually visited the UK as well because the origin of the competition was in the UK in England. So I traveled. I met people. I started to explore a bit in myself that I love when whatever comes with dealing with people. I still love motion graphics, but I loved it a little bit more, if we can say. So so I started bit by bit doing this on as a part-time job, like doing a bit of trainings, something with the student activities, something with companies, like as a freelancer, as a part-time, until I did the shift. So anyway, without delving into this story too much and not focusing on the career stages, I just wanted to tell you this story in the light of the question that Muhammad said, because you can still explore even after this age. Because I shifted my career when I had, I guess, 28 or 29 years old, which and then before that I spent like 7, 8 years in the say in the old job, but I did this as a freelancer. So anyway, back to the career stages, and I'll tell you more about the shift in meanwhile when we are going through. So after that, there is the stage of establishment. So supposedly you tried several fields, you had your internships, you had several jobs. So you start being established and having some experience in a specific area. You're growing your network, you're growing your reputation in a specific area, specific profession, and you start to be established. You start to be a bit stable in this career. Moving forward, there is the growth part. Before I go to this, by the way, establishment, they tend to think it's from 25 to 35 years old. This is the 10 years that you are establishing yourself. You are developing your experience in a specific area. You're growing your professional network. And then there is the growth part, which is from 35 to 50. And here you advance into your career. You start taking leadership roles. You manage teams. You lead teams in specific roles or specialization. So let's say you specialize in HR and talent acquisition. You specialize in uh, media marketeer, for example. You specialize in brand management. You specialize in learning and development. You specialize in teaching in schools. You specialize in data analytics. So you take a specialization and you start growing, leading leading teams, and surprisingly, in the same growth part, they are welcoming again career shifts. Because when you grow, when you lead people, when you grow your network, you sometimes in the middle identify that you have more to give now, more value to input, more impact to do on other fields. So sometimes you just think, what if I shifted now? Or maybe, what if I have my own business? So you start thinking about opening your own business, being an entrepreneur, if we can say, if in another word. So you open your own business, you develop your own company, you develop your own startup, and you start having this, not a change in career, but maybe you have a business in the same career, but you are growing not just in the same company or just in the positions and leading teams, but also growing your businesses. So this is also come in the same stage. And then 50 plus, it's the mastery part, the redefinition. And why do we call it mastery? It's when you transform into a mentor. You can mentor other people. You can be a consultant for other people. People can come and seek from your experience, from your knowledge. So you actually focus on your impact on other people, and you focus on a word that is very important, which is legacy. You think about what are you leaving as a legacy after you leave your place or you leave your profession, etc. So you start about thinking about what is my impact beyond the numbers, beyond the business, beyond just the money. So it's a bit of a more or a purpose concept, is what do I want to leave behind me? Okay. I guess some of you are posting questions in the Q&A and A box, but we will have a dedicated time by the end specifically for the Q&A. So I'll come back to the Q&A by the end. So let's have a quick activity in the chat, just for me to understand more about you and to understand what do you think your career might be. So in the chat, think about what is the career at the moment that you think you want to pursue. Maybe this career will totally change. Maybe you will pursue another career. It's fine. But just I want to know you more right now, since I cannot see you, but I can read what you will write in the chat. So I can say I can see AI engineer, data science, full stack web development, data science, software engineer, UX designer, graphic designer, finance analyst, art and design. AI did not shatter your dream, Ava, yet. You can still do it. Don't worry. You will just use some AI tools, but you can still be artistic and do huge designs that no one except you will do it. Pharma, marketing, digital marketing, nice. Aerospace engineering, front-end developer, startup, my own company, freelancer, machine learning, entrepreneurship or entrepreneur, robotics expert, service design, mechanical engineering, art and music, social media engagement. Wow. Beauty marketing. Very nice. There is a huge spectrum of careers that you want to pursue. Great. So right now, let me come to a part that actually I really love, this part, and I really love this tool that we are going to talk about, which is the Ikigai. I'm sure some of you might have heard about Ikigai before, but it could serve you now as a refresher. Or if you didn't hear about it, I guess that would be a very nice tool and a practical tool that if you really understood and start using in your life, it could make a difference actually. So let me ask you a question in the beginning. If I told you that Ikigai is a Japanese concept, what do you think Ikigai means? And do not use Google. Just try to guess and write in the chat without using Google. Okay, I can see a purpose, something like life, no idea, purpose, art of living. I Googled before the webinar started. Okay, thank you, Jace. Micro, event, yourself, efficiency, life purpose, no idea. Okay, I like the integrity of the people who said no idea. You didn't follow Google and cheat on me. Some sort of strategy, life purpose, finding your purpose. Great. Okay, so actually, Ikigai is the reason of being or the reason for being. So it's the reason why do I live. So is it's something related to purpose, as you said, something related to life purpose, as you said as well. It's related to finding my purpose, finding my passion. This is all could fall under the same meaning of ikigai. So ikigai, it translates for reason for being, why I live. Let me show you the model for Ikigai, and I guess I can send you this model also in the chat so you can keep it. It's an open source image from the internet, but I can send it to you here in the chat so you have it. Or if you can just type on Google Ikigai and get the images, you will find the same photo, but I sent it anyway in the chat. So let us think a bit about what is the ikigai and how to use it in thinking about my career. So the ikigai basically is a tool that organizes your thoughts for you to discover more about what do you want to do in life. So we will begin with the first question: what you love. And in this part, I want you to be interactive with me as you are. You are already very interactive, and I really like this. I have the sense that we are chatting together, although I can't hear you or see you, but I have the feeling that we are connected somehow. So I'll ask you a question, which is in the yellow in the top, which is what you love. If you can share something that you love, and let me thank you. People are started, I will actually take examples from what the people started to say. So Ali said automating things, doing automation. Layla said cooking. Anthony said football, technology, exploring, learning, talking to people, money, okay, innovation, reading, marketing, painting, music, art, data, helping others, creating things. Great. That's awesome. What we will do right now together is how do you use the Ikigai tool, but you will have to do it on your own. Take your time, like take your time and do it on your own, and like and write a lot of things that you love, not just one thing. So, but this is for you afterwards. I mean, for the sake of timing right now, we will just have examples, but also I will just tell you how to use the tool, and then you will do it as practice when we finish the webinar or in the future. So at first, as you exactly shared in the chat, you think about what do you love. Okay, so I'll tell you an example personally. I love talking with people, or I love explaining concepts to people. I love networking with people. I love watching movies. I love traveling. I love doing voiceover. So I record my voice as I told you at the beginning. I love playing games on PlayStation. You can say whatever, something like very professional or something that you do as a hobby. But for me, I'll take an example now, and I told you I love explaining concepts to people. This is something that I love. So now I'll come to the other question, which is on the left in green, and you will say what you are good at. And here you think about something that you're clever at, you're good at, you can do it in a good way without thinking about whether you love it or not. So it's fine. Maybe you're good at something, but you don't love it. Thank you, Malak. Malak asked a question. Malak asked, is it skills? Yes, Malak, you can think about it as your skills. What are you skilled in? What you can do? So let's say Ava now said writing. Maybe Ava is good at writing, but they don't love it. Julieta said, I love singing. But this is loving. I mean, I'm searching now about what is something that I'm good at. So I'll give you an example. Maybe I'm good at cooking, for example, but I don't love it. But I'm good at it. So when I enter the kitchen, I'll do a delicious dish. But do I love it? No, but it's fine. The question is asking you now what you are good at. I doubt there is a question from Weekend who said, "Is lazy a skill?" I doubt Weekend. Laziness is not a skill yet. Um, Al Zahra Ali mentioned, "I am good at math, but I don't like it." So they are good at math. I can solve math. I can maybe teach other people math, but I don't like it. Dagmawi said, "I'm good at playing football." Maybe they love it, maybe not. There is Jace said, it's hard to say. I've been told by people I'm good at coding and guitar, but I never feel I'm good at it. So people told Jace that they are good in guitar, but they still don't feel it. Okay, great. So you understand me now. The intersection between what you love and what you are good at is called your passion. So let's say in the future, after the webinar, when you practice the Ikigai once more, okay, you will write a list of what you love and another list of what you are good at. And then you will see the intersection between both. The intersection. If you found something that you love and you are good at, this is your passion. Again, if you found something common between what you love and what you are good at, this is something that you can call passion. And what is passion? Passion is something that you can do while enjoying, something you can do without being bored, something you can do and forget about timing when you do it. This is passion. Something that you do and you get challenges, but you want to pass those challenges. You want to do something. You want to achieve something. Okay. So I'll continue with my example. So I told you what I love is explaining concepts to people. What you are good at, and sorry if I will say this, you will decide by the end. But I'll say maybe I am good in giving trainings, conducting or delivering trainings. Okay. So this combination, this intersection is passion. I am passionate about training and development and delivering workshops and explaining topics. Okay. I really like what you are sharing in the chat, and sorry that I can't read all of the comments and chats, but keep them coming. Please keep the interaction in the chat, and I'll try to read as much as possible while we are talking together. Okay. So right now I'll go to question number 3, which is down there. You will find what you can be paid for. And here the question is, what is something that people will pay you to do it? So I'll continue the example and say, okay, people can pay me to deliver a training. People can pay me to make an online webinar. People can pay me to make online course. So I record videos and I put it on YouTube or on a platform, on Udacity or etc. So this is something that people can pay me to do it. Exactly what you will do as well for yourself. You will think, what do I have that people can pay me to do? Um, so let's say I'll take the example from Selma. She is saying, I am good at searching and finding answers. I could get paid for researches. So I come to Selma, I tell her, okay, I want to pay you to do me a research about kaza, about X, Y, Z. Um, let's say Rafa saying creating websites. So I can come to Rafa, pay money to create a website. Anud saying video design. I can come to Anud, pay money to get a video design, IT support, etc. Maybe what you are paid for is not what you love. Maybe what you are paid for is not what you love. It's fine. It's fine. Because at some point, maybe you work something that you are good at to get money in order to learn more about what you love. So let's say maybe I am good at cooking, as I told you, okay? But I don't love it. But people can pay me to make them dishes. So let's say I do catering. They pay me money, so I prepare dishes. I prepare dishes for a party, and I do catering. I don't love cooking, but I am good at it, and I will take money for it. Maybe I will spend this money in getting courses and certificates and trainings on how to improve my training and learning experience. So I fund myself and I pay for myself for what I really love. This is just an example. I come now to the sorry, before I go to the last question, the intersection between what you are good at and what you can pay for, we sometimes call profession. It's something that you are professional in it, something that you can work on in order to get money using your skills. And then I'll go to the right one, which is what do the world need? So, world doesn't mean the whole world. It can be your community, your neighborhood, your family, your school, your university, your friends. This is your world right now. So you think about what the world around me are in need of. Maybe they need more awareness so I can create online trainings. Maybe they need more art, so I'll create exhibitions and art. Maybe they need more music, so I'll create an orchestra. Maybe they need more tools, so I can create programs and applications to help and support them in their world. So, exactly think about what the world around me is in need of, so you can actually use your skills, etc., to solve this one. Okay. So again, what you love is what are you passionate about, what you are good at, it's your skills, your talents. What the world need around you is the business need around you, or the society needs around you. And then what you can be paid for is what people can actually give you money for in order to do. So as an example as well in the beginning, to summarize everything, a person who loves maybe teaching. So this is something that I love. Let's say I love teaching. And then this person can say, I am good at communication. So people can, he will think, or she will think what the world needs. So they can think, okay, the world is in need of online learning. Everyone now is in love with online learning. I don't want to go, or I'm not it's not a necessity that I go to a training center or whatever, but I can get online learning from home. So this guy will think, okay, I love teaching, I'm good at communication, people want online learning, and they can pay me to create course. So I will actually consider being an online instructor, or I can design courses online. This can be my career. The intersection between what you love, what you are good at, what you can be paid for, and the world needs is the success or the fulfillment, the purpose, the ikigai. It's something that you feel, okay, I reached something right now. I'm successful. I am happy with my career. So this is the intersection between all of the four questions. Let me pause my screen here for a moment, and I want to tell you something very important here. You might think that Exactly what I want to say, Shaima. Shaima asked the question now in the chat, exactly what I want to say. You might think that, okay, I'll just sit, have my tea, and answer the questions as easy as it gets, and I will know my career. This is not the case. I'm just telling you the tool, and I'm describing the tool for you, but don't ever think that it's easy to answer the questions. It will need effort from yourself and time to understand and discover the answers for the questions. So, Shaima, when you say now, if I couldn't answer some of those questions, it's totally fine, ya Shaima. It's totally fine that you don't answer the questions right now. Just answer what you can answer and put a lot of ideas. Don't put just one or two. Just put one of ideas and just leave the exercise and come back to it and try it again. And then try to find the intersections. Try to find the intersection between the feeling of success and the feel. So I love the all of the comments in the chat, different things that I lost my direction. Can't says studio, so please help. Okay, we'll come, Fatima, to this part of setting goals right now. Can feel you because sometimes I get scattered. Do I want to try a lot of things in the same time? Just try to divide, or let me answer you when we come to the when we come to the smart goal part. Just checking. Can you hear me? Well, okay, I got a message. No, the sound is better now, and the image probably internet was not good, and then came back. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to the slides. And it's important. Uh, um, convinced that I am good in something, or I am good in a skill, or I can do something very good. That's okay. Just give me a moment. It's cutting. Okay, let me change my network. So it might be better if I change it. Okay, checking. I changed my network, so checking right now. If this is better, just let me know in the chat if you can see me or hear me better than before. Good. Okay, great. So, back to what I was saying, that it's fine if you get feedback from people. This is important that you can hear from people. How do they see you? How do they see the skills? Because sometimes they see us clever in something or skilled in something, while we can see this, we cannot see this, I mean. So it's fine. It's good to hear from people as well. Okay, going back to our slides to continue with the next part, which is called creating a career road map. Okay, creating a career road map. So after we did the Ikigai and we thought about what could be our passion, etc., we want to create something called the career roadmap, which is basically like a mini plan for our career. It's a step-by-step plan to reach our goals. It ensures progress and helps navigate career changes. And here is part of the answer to Fatima's question when you said that I get deviated, I get distracted, I try a lot of things, I cannot be focused on something. So this career roadmap can be one of the solutions to your questions. So those are the steps for the career roadmap. You can take notes with it. So what one, define your career vision, which is basically picture yourself in the future or use the Ikigai, as we said, in order to try to see yourself. What do I want to do? How do I see myself? The image. Just close your eyes as you if you are dreaming or if you are seeing a movie inside your head, and imagine yourself in the future. Just imagine, how do you look like? How do you have a family or not? Are you married or not? Do you have kids or not? Do you work in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening? When you wake up in the morning, what do you wear as clothes for your work? Do you have a uniform or not? After you go to work, what do you do? How do you interact with people? How do you deal with people with you? So just imagine what you want to do with your career. This is the vision that we're talking about. And then you can identify key milestones. I can identify key milestones. And what is key milestones is that you say, okay, there is some degrees, some certificates, some experience, some training that I want to take in order to reach this career. I'll give you an example by the end to understand. Then you list all necessary skills that you need for this role. So if I want to work in teaching, then I need to have communication, I need to have patience, I need to have understanding and knowledge, I need to have analytical skills. This is something. If I want to work in a bank, I need to have financial skills, I need to have Excel skills, I need to have analytical skills as well, I need to have eye for details. If I want to work as a marketeer, I need to have creativity, I need to have problem solving, I need to have designing. All of this are the necessary skills. And then you set realistic timeline. You say when do you want to achieve this part. So as an example, let's say you want to become a digital marketing manager. I can remember that some of you in the chat, you mentioned that you want to work in marketing or digital marketing. So let's say my goal is to become a digital marketing manager. Then step one might be, which is the first milestone, is to learn SEO, which is search engine optimization, and social media marketing. So I'll put 3 months to have a course about social media marketing. Maybe I apply for something on Udacity, etc., to learn something. And then step two, I will work on freelance projects. So I am trying to build my network, to build my portfolio. So I work on projects with freelancing. This will take 6 months. I am totally dedicated to freelance jobs in order to get some experience. And then I will apply for jobs. But when I apply for job, I'll say, okay, this is my portfolio. I've been working as a freelancer and those are my projects. So I get a full-time marketing job. It's not that easy, but I'll try my doing my best, and I will be having the course and then the freelance projects to apply for jobs. And then after 3 to 5 years, I can move into managerial role. This is just a basic example to give you an idea on how to put timelines that are making sense, because as we saw here, it's realistic timelines. So it could be realistic to have a course in 3 months, freelancing for six, full-time job for one, and then reaching the managerial role of digital marketing in 3 to 5 years. So the vision might be to become, right now, my vision for the next 5-10 years is to become a digital marketing manager. The key milestones are the degrees, certifications, etc. I list the necessary skills, and then I move to the part of the timelines. So this is just an example of how do you think about the career roadmaps. And here comes a nice one, which I guess Fatima also just mentioned in the chat right now, that she is didn't like her career, she wanted to shift, etc. And here we come to managing career shifts, which is a topic that we hear a lot. A lot of people are saying, okay, it's fine, just change your career, just shift, and don't worry, it's very easy, etc., which is actually it's not very very easy to change because you've built your experience in a field, you are already comfortable in a field, you have built your network, so it's not very easy. But let me just give you a few bits or a few tips on how to think about some points that might ease your career shift. So the first one is assess the transferable skills. What do we mean by transferable skills is a skill that I have right now, and I can use it in my new career. So let's say I am a teacher in a school, and then I wanted to shift to become a trainer in corporates. It's a different career. It's a different career than being at school. Or I want to yeah, let's have this example. I want to shift to a corporate trainer, so I become a trainer, I go to corporates, I give them training. So one of the skills that I can use in my new job, my new career, is explaining or communication, good communication, or analyzing or simplifying content, or. So I can, there is common skills between the job and the other. Let's say I am a photographer and I want to change my career to marketing careers. So one of the skills is my eye to details, my understanding of design, my understanding of layout in the photography field, and I can use it in the new field, which is the marketing. So uh, you you try to identify the skills that might be useful in the new career. Going to upskilling and reskilling. So upskilling is basically you have a skill and you want to improve your knowledge about it. You take courses, certifications, etc. Reskilling is when you want to actually renew what you know about the skill. You renew your knowledge. There is new technology. Let's say I want to know more about coding, so I learn Python, etc. And then maybe in the future there is something that is newer than Python. So I learn it. So it's upskilling and reskilling myself, etc. So I become more of in line with the current trend and technology in the new career that I want to access. And then it's very important to build a network in the new industry, in my new career. So I start maybe doing some freelancing, some joining LinkedIn groups, joining professionals in an event, doing some networking, going to let's say groups or events or conferences that are about the new topic that I will be joining and working at. So I try to build my network doing maybe freelancing jobs, part-time jobs. So I start to develop my network in the new industry. So when I move my career, I find people that can help me and give me knowledge and experience and work with me as well. After that, number four is gain experience through side projects and internships. And this is just, I just said it in the middle that I can do side projects, freelancing, part-time trainings, part-time internships, etc. And then revamp your personal brand. What do we mean by revamp your personal brand? Right now, you know, LinkedIn, it's very important for careers. You have your CV on LinkedIn, you post about your work, etc. But when you want to change your work, you need to rebrand yourself. Is as if you are a company and this company decided to make a new product. And then they need to advertise for the new product. So you need to advertise for your new service. You say, okay, guys, I shifted to one, two, three. I'm now doing one, two, three. And you start bit by bit, change the way you post, change the pictures you post, change the events that you attend, change the nature of the language you use in order to match the new career. So what I want to tell you here that career shifts are not easy, yet you can do it. whether you spend 10 years in another work or 20 or 5, it still can be manageable and can be done as long as you try your best to do a smooth shift, and you're shifting to something that you see that you want to explore and you want to get to know more. Maybe it's let's say something that you discovered that you have passion about, or discovered by experience that you want to explore, etc. Um, just a quick, because I guess احنا we have around 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll start having your questions and maybe checking the Q&A box or the chat by then. So just a quick brief about the different pathways that you can have, because we said it in the middle of our talk. You might consider full-time employment or part-time employment, like you work for a company. Let's say I will talk here about full-time employment. So you work for a company, and then you have freelancing, which is you offer your service independently. So I work with so many different companies or individuals, and I tell them, okay, I am a website developer, I'm a photographer, I am a financial analyst, I am a data analyst, I am a coder, etc. And I work with several parts. Or entrepreneurship, which is starting your own business. So in this table, you will find a bit of pros and cons about each pathway from them. So the employment part, the pros is definitely you're stable, you know that you can grow in your career, you can take managerial positions, there is a team around you, so you have team to work with, you're not working alone. But also on the cons part, it's a bit less flexible. It's limited control. There is a path that you are going through, you move between companies, but it's less flexible with time, etc. Freelancing is you're free. There is diverse projects. You have no boss. You have no manager. You can work with different companies. But on the other side, there is instability when it comes to income, because maybe one month you will get $10,000, and then another month you will just get $50, another month you will get $100, etc. So there is no stability in the income. It's depending on the projects that you can come, and it needs self-discipline because you own your own time. So you need to be very disciplined to make sure that you can take work jobs seriously, and you will deliver in the deadlines, etc. Then there is the entrepreneurship part, which is there is unlimited potential. You can be very creative. You can do a new application, a new business, a new startup that will change the market, or will do a service that people are waiting for, etc. And on the other side, the cons are it's high risk. And there is financial uncertainty because you pay, you invest, and you don't know if the money will come back to you or not, or if you will succeed within your project or not. Definitely for the freelancing part, there are a lot of platforms online that you can pursue your freelancing. Let's say Fiverr, freelancer.com. There are a couple of other, I mean, if you search online on freelancing platforms, you will find a lot. And therefore, the entrepreneurship, there is a very nice concept that you need to explore as well, which is the incubators and accelerators, which is basically organizations that you go and apply with your idea, with your business, and they take your business, they give you courses, they give you support, mentoring, workshops. Sometimes they give you seed or financial funding, partial funding, investment in order to grow your business and to accelerate it. So you need also to search about incubators, accelerators, and freelancing platforms if you want to check those part. Jason, I have a question about when they steal your idea. Actually, Jason, if they are a good incubator or accelerator, like with a good reputation, they will not steal your idea, because also there are a lot of agreements that you sign, etc. So they will not take your idea and just go and implement it. There are some agreements that will preserve your right. But also, this is if you know that this incubator or accelerator has good reputation in the market, because you need to do your research as well, so you don't go for someone who will take your idea, as you just said. Coming to the last bit of our webinar, and then maybe we will have some minutes for the questions if you have any. So we are now in the setting career goals, and also I guess that was a question that Fatima maybe asked or Ava, I cannot remember, but I guess someone asked about, okay, I sometimes have something in mind and then I try a lot of things and then I lose my mind, I lose my focus, and I don't have a specific goal. So I guess this part will also help you in this. So it's a concept that is called SMART goal. Okay, maybe some of you heard about it. Before I go and describe it in details, just in the chat, let us interact a bit now. In the chat, give me an example of a SMART goal. So let's say, imagine you want to put a SMART goal for your career. Write it in the chat. I'll give you 30 seconds to 1 minute to write it in the chat, and then maybe we'll read a couple of them. So just think about a goal that you have, write it in a smart way in the chat, and then I'll tell you if you still don't know what smart goal is, I'll tell you exactly um, um, what smart is. So as a freelancer, how to start with, oh, this is a question. Maybe you can come to your question, Reem, by the end. Let me read a couple of statements. So Jason say, I will have one client by the end of the month that pays at least $500. Ali said, losing 5 kilograms of fat, completing my programming degree, secure internship in next 6 months in AI, start my first freelancing job, applying for 10 internships relevant to my field in 30 days. Income of 4,000 euro a month. Run data with more than 4,000 customer within 2 days through Power BI. Within the next 2 weeks, our team will complete the smart lock prototype and test it with at least 5 staff IDs cards to ensure proper access control. Great. To become a professional freelancer in digital marketing by the end of next June. Okay, that's the you have a lot of very good examples, but also a couple or maybe some of what you just wrote in the chat are not 100% falling under the SMART goal. So let me explain to you and then we will understand together. This is just an example. I will complete a data analytics course in 3 months to improve my job prospects. This is just a basic examples, and actually you wrote some better examples in the chat right now. So a smart goal, as some of you also wrote in the chat, is S is specific, M measurable, A achievable or attainable, R is relevant, T is time bound. So specific, what exactly do you want to achieve? And put a line under exactly. You want to be as specific as you can. So I can't say I have a goal to lose some fat. No, you need to say how many kilos you want to lose. You cannot say I have a goal of getting AI courses. No, you need to be specific. What AI course do you need to get? What AI certificate do you need to get? Be very, very, very specific. And then measurable. How will you track the progress? How do you know that it's measured? Will you have a certificate? Will you have an assessment? Will you stand on a something to check your weight and check if you lost the fat that you mentioned? So you need to know how will you track your progress and say, okay, I am doing progress in my job, sorry, doing progress with my goal, and I am about to achieve my goal. Achievable or attainable is it by simply by thinking, is it realistic? Is it something that I can really achieve with the tools and the resources I have right now, or is it something that will need 100 years of effort? So if it's achievable or attainable or something that is realistic, that it might be a dream, it might be ambitious, it's fine, but also it needs to be within the resources that you have and the tools that you have. Relevant is it aligns with your career, it aligns with your skills, it aligns with your path. So it's not something from another world. It's relevant to you, relevant to your character, relevant to your personality. And then time bound, which is when will you complete it? Which is something that we tend to forget, because a lot of people here in the chat wrote goals, like let's say switching to another career, or to AI career, or to start a job in front end. But you didn't say when. You need to be time bound. You need to say, when do you want to complete this job? So let's say if I want to say, even if there is the goal that talked about the losing fat in the beginning. I want to say losing fat when. So let's say I have a goal of losing 5 kilograms. I will do this by going to training and doing workout, and I will track my progress each week. It's very achievable. It's relevant to my character. I want to be more healthy. And when do I want to complete it? I will say, okay, I will complete it by 2 months, or by 3 months, or by 6 months. So you need to be time bound. You say, okay, when are you going to finish this goal? The importance of time is when you will lose track of time if you didn't specify the time that you want to finish in. You will lose track of the goal. You will lose track of the progress. It will take so much time that you will get bored, maybe. So actually, it's very important, as you can see in the picture here, and I will conclude by this picture, that you think about each and every one. So each and every element, I'm sorry, of the different words of the word smart. So specific, the goal is concrete, tangible, and you know it. Measurable, how will you manage? How will you measure? Attainable, the goal is challenging, but it should be available, as I told you, with the resources that you have. And the resources is time, money, peers, colleagues. Those are resources. Relevant is the goal is meaningfully contributes to your objective, your mission. And timely is there is time bound, and you can do it. So Shaima also suggesting that you can put an E by the end and evaluate and review it, which is great. You evaluate and you review each time, and you reiterate, because if you put a goal and then you don't evaluate it, then you are wasting your time. You need to evaluate and make sure that you are on track, and this goal is still meaningful for you, and you want to achieve something with it. I like there is Anwar who said, I will increase my sales by 20% next quarter by improving my sales approach and following up with leads weekly. So Anwar now is trying to make it more smart, more specific, more how he will measure, how he will follow up. This is an improvement. So try your best in putting your goals in as a smart. And this is why I told Fatima that when you put something in a smart goal, so you have a lot of skills, or you want to try different careers, different topics, but you choose one of them, put it in a smart goal, and put a time duration. So let's say you'll say the next quarter, or the next half year, the next 6 months, I will focus on this goal, I will focus on this job, I will focus on this career, and explore it. When you finish those 6 months, evaluate and do the other one. Do not start all together, because when you start all together, you will definitely be a bit lost, as he said. Um, I guess by here I came to the end of the presentation or of our time. So right now, I guess we are in the part of maybe the wrap up and then the Q&A and the survey. So I'll just wrap up in the last minute and then leave the mic for Dalia as well, so she can walk you through the evaluation, the survey link and Q&A by the end. So as a takeaways by the end, just to wrap up our webinar and our session, your career is a journey. There are different stages, as we said, exploration, growth, mastery. So understand where you are right now, and this understanding will help you on where you want to go. Remember the Ikigai, the tool that I sent you in the chat and we talked about. It's align your passions, skills, the market demand, and the income that you can get in creating a career, and have a clear roadmap. Try your best in having a career roadmap with a vision. How do you see yourself in the next 5 years or so? Set some milestones and identify the skills that you need. Explore the different pathways, whether it's an entrepreneurship, freelancer, employment, etc. There are pros and cons in each of them, and it's totally depending on you. There is no right or wrong. Set smart goals, as we said, specific, measurable, achievable, or attainable, relevant, and time bound. Embrace the career shifts. Don't worry if you want to change, just change. It's totally fine. Just focus on transferable skills, upskill yourself, do your network, and gain new experience, and take an action. If you feel that you're very lost, that you're totally lost between a lot of things in your career, just take an action, focus on one thing and say, okay, I'll start doing a very, very, very small step that maybe will lead me to a greater understanding. um, I hope that you actually got some benefit from our session, our webinar. I'll leave the mic now for Dalia, and I'll share with you the screen board. Dalia, you can say you can.
Thank you so much, Kareem. Really, it was very helpful and insightful session. So personally, really I learned a lot from it, and I think today you helped us to discover ourselves, to know and to explore what we like, what we love, our skills, what we want to do. So, and it's never too late. So we can do it now. It's never too late. We have time, and I think all of us will go and do the Ikigai concept. I think we will do it all. So to explore more and to discover what we want to do in the next phases of our life, and not only that, but you gave us some practical tips on how to achieve the goal. So not only discover and explore what we want to do, but also to how to achieve it and how to either to like start a new career or to be an entrepreneur or to do a career shift or even a fresh grad. I think all of us we can make use of this and all the tips and tricks you provided us. So really, thank you. It was a great
Thank you.
session. And so uh, I will put now in the chat the link for the survey. So please all take like 2 minutes just to give us your feedback so that we can improve and can we so we can know what you want in the next webinars. So please, I'm putting it again. We will give you like 2 minutes before we start our Q and A's. So here it is. Okay, one last time. So you can do it. It will take only 2 minutes. So please don't forget to do it. And now we can start our Q&A. So I will take from the chat box, and please, if any one of you have any question, please put it in the Q&A, as we cannot compile all the questions from the chat. So we will start with Muhammad, how to bake in Udacity machine learning AI projects into resume when there is no AI or ML experience at job. I'm in a mid-career IT professional and looking for employment and worked as technical program manager.
I guess in reply to Muhammad questions, if I question if I really understood it, I guess that probably Muhammad does still don't have the experience, but he enrolled in some courses on Udacity. I would say that we need to do some side jobs, maybe doing freelancer jobs or creating a portfolio throughout or even self-funded projects, like you just play around with what you learned in Udacity courses, etc., and then creating a portfolio on any website, uploading snapshots of those projects, so I can put in my CV the link for this portfolio, and then I start build a bit of a network using LinkedIn, using my social media. Like, guys, I started my career in AI. I have a couple of courses. I have a couple of projects. Please check them out. Please check my CV, and then bit by bit, this will go a bit further. I hope that answers the question.
Thank you so much, Kareem. Okay, any tips on getting started on freelancing?
Yeah, I guess tips on getting started on freelancing is, first of all, just identify which service do I want to do as a freelancer. Is it photography? Is it translation? Is it web development? Is it application development, etc.? Just identifying at the beginning, and then start to begin also a portfolio. So maybe just again playing around. So let's say I'll give you an example. Let's say I want to start a career on freelancing for photography. So I can just go to the streets, have some photos around, or travel to a place, have some photos around, and create this portfolio, put it somewhere in a link or on Behance or on Instagram profile or whatever. And then I will have this link as my portfolio. So when I go on freelancer.com or the other freelancing platforms, just search on Google on freelancing platforms. You create a profile, you say, okay, I want to do this service, and I put my portfolio, and then people will start contacting me. Um, it's worth mentioning as well that I need to check the network on the platform, the pricing, what other people are priced themselves, so I can put my pricing as well and be competitive with them, noting that I'm still a beginner. Also, I can use my social media, as we said, LinkedIn and others, social media, to announce that, guys, now I'm a professional photographer, and please, if you need to reach me, this is my email, this is my number. I'm happy to do freelancing. So it's kind of announcing and marketing for myself.
Thank you so much, Kareem. The next question is, do you think one needs to work or pursue a master degree after graduation? Classes are regular and full-time.
Well, in terms of masters, I guess I believe it's totally depending on what you want to do in your career right now. So just to pursue masters out of without a reason, I mean, is not 100% beneficial. So I saw a lot of examples on this. So after we graduated, some of my friends just went straight into masters because they wanted to pursue a career in this specific topic. So they did advanced studies, or they went back and be are professors in the university. They are teaching other people. So it's depending. Do I really know that this is the field and topic that I want to work at? Then okay, do your masters, do your advanced studies. If not, then just wait, explore the other jobs, explore the other fields, and after you explore, you can apply for a master's. Me personally, if I can talk about myself, I did masters in business administration. My major was marketing, and I did it after I graduated with 10 years, so it wasn't straight. but it wasn't the part when I shifted my career and I wanted more of business knowledge. So that's why when I applied to the MBA. So this is my advice in this part.
Perfect. So here, we have a question, and I think we're all, many of us, face this dilemma. So
Okay.
he or she is saying that they have a full-time job in the old career, however, and they have like lots of experience, but not really passionate about. And I'm learning a new path, but still a beginner.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to start freelancing, but I don't know if I should start with a project in my old career as a stepping stone or to take a leap and start freelancing and the new career right away, even though I'm not familiar with it or with freelancing in general. I'm afraid to be stuck in my old career or lose it while not succeeding in the new one. And I think we all have this question
Yes.
in our head. So,
Yes. It's a common dilemma, yes, I would say. Well, there is no right or wrong as well in this question, but I'll tell you my own personal advice on that is that you will have to do a big amount of effort in the beginning to juggle between both because there is experience that happened in the old job. Let's say there is my network, there is my experience, there is money that's coming, income that's coming from this, but I also want to start in the other career. So the risk that we take is if we just left and jumped straight into the other new career while not I'm still not experienced. I still not don't have the knowledge. There is a risk that maybe this will not be very beneficial. Maybe I will not gain what I thought I will gain. Maybe I will have some failures, etc. I mean, if I can this is a risk. And if I can afford this risk, if I can afford, let's say, staying at home with no work for a couple of months, then just do it. Take a leap of faith and just do it. But if you cannot afford this risk, then I guess there is this effort of juggling between both, doing extra effort, doing my old job, and then doing extra effort and doing and having experience in my new one until you see that you will never be ready for the jump, by the way. You'll never be 100% ready, but I guess you will have a sign that you are more confident now with your knowledge and experience in the new one, so you can jump afterwards.
thank you, Karim. The next question is, do you feel that more recently people are experimenting with multiple careers instead of trying to grow in their careers?
I guess the culture and concept of experimenting and trying is becoming more widely accepted, which might be good, might be beneficial for some, might not be beneficial for some. There is no right or wrong in here, but I personally usually advise the people that are newly graduating to actually explore multiple careers and to have something different or trying something different in the early days of their career.
Um, okay, the next one, Mohammed Farghali. I have an experience as a data analyst for about 4 years and I'm interested in business analysis. A little bit, I'm afraid to change my career. So my question is, when it's too late to change career?
I guess there is no timing to say too late to change careers. There is, I mean, you can change whenever you want, but um, do not wait until you think it's too late. I mean, just try to analyze when is the best timing, and the best timing you will not be ready 100%, but I mean it's the best timing right now to do the shift. But do not wait too much until it's becoming more difficult, because when you wait, the risk is higher, and when you wait, it might be more difficult. So as long as I mean. Um, if you take the decision earlier, it will be easier. If you take the decision later, it will be harder, but you can take it whenever you can, or whenever you want. It's fine. Just try not to wait till it's too late.
Yeah. Just because it's always better to explore at the beginning of our life than like
Exactly.
So yeah, as you're mentioning, there is no like too late. However, it's better to start with this. Okay, we have here, what about if I lose passion for my current work and I'm not doing the enough effort to discover a new career? What can I overcome that?
Um, I, I mean, you need to be more. You have to have more willingness and and do this effort. I mean, if I understood your question right, so you don't have the energy right now to do an effort to explore new things, but you will not change your career unless you gave yourself this boost of energy and did the effort. It will not come to you by chance. I'm afraid you will need to stop at the moment and say, okay, I'll focus. I'm now doing something that I don't like. I will focus to try and discover something that maybe is more appealing.
The next one is how to become career advisor. What is needed? We have
Uh,
a competitor here.
yeah, be my guest. Uh, okay, so being a career advisor, it's kind of it's very generic. I mean, if you're talking about advisory, it's different than career coaching if you mean it as well. So what I have in mind right now is you just build your experience in different industries. You need to know about different industries, about have some basic knowledge at least, not being an expert in all industries in the world, but just have some basic knowledge and maybe study advisory or coaching because it's a study. You need to know how to ask questions, how to listen, how to hear, how to guide. You just don't tell people what to do, but you just guide them through questions, through them explaining and elaborating and speaking their mind. So I guess this is what you need is building your experience around different industries and then understanding the coaching and the advisory and studying it, maybe doing some certificates in it, so you can do it like in a scientific way.
Thanks a lot, Kareem. Um, okay, if you're switching careers other than looking at job listings, what are good ways to determine what skills you need?
I guess it's not about the job listings, but it's also about exploring the people who are working in the career that you want to pursue. So you might know a friend, you might know someone in your family, you might see a public figure that is working, doing videos about the career, etc. So you might it might be a good option to start exploring the skills that those people have. Talking with them, if they are in your close network, you can talk with them. You can ask them about the job. What skills do you need? You can also do your research on Google using AI tools. It's becoming doing a huge difference right now. If you just open an AI tool and say, okay, I want to apply for a specific job or I want to pursue a specific career, what skills do you advise me to learn and do the right prompting? Like let's say to the AI, act like a career coach and tell me what skills do I want to grow, etc. And then you will have some very interesting insights.
Okay, the next one. What's the meaning of incubators and accelerators, and is it used for like entrepreneurship only?
Yes, good question. So the meaning of incubator and accelerator is basically, and yes, it's commonly used in entrepreneurship world, or if you have your startup. So basically, if you have your startup, just an idea or just a basic form of the startup, you go to an incubator. It's by definition, by name, they incubate you. They say to you, hello, you're just a baby business right now. We will just try to give you what you need in order to grow. So they will give you courses, mentoring, business advice, so you can start a bit by bit, grow the business in the small scale that it's still on. They might also, some incubators, not all of them, they might give just a small fund in order to help you in growing the business. Accelerators are a bit different. It's more advanced. So if you have your startup in a more advanced way, you are already doing the business, you're already selling and buying and having cash flow, and you're having your financial analysis, etc. You go for the accelerator in order to run faster. You want to have many branches. You want to grow your business. You want to sell more. You want to do marketing. So they give you advanced courses and mentoring and maybe more funding in order to grow with you. Definitely, they might also get equity or get a percentage from your revenue in return to the mentoring and to the funding they put in the beginning.
Perfect. I think yeah, we're still like we have many questions. However, I think we ran out of time. It was a pleasure having you, Kareem,
Thank you,
and
Dalia.
yeah, I know that all the participants they need like more time to ask their questions. However, we will try to answer all that later on. So yes, and of course. I'm sure we will have Kareem in other webinars in the future. So yes, wait for him.
My pleasure, Dalia. Thank you so much, and thank you for the very kind words you just said and you said by the end of the webinar. And also, I would like to thank everyone who attended because their interaction in the chat was great. To be honest, the level of interaction is very high, which is awesome. So I actually want to thank you, and I want Udacity that you to thank Udacity that you yeah, you got me for the second time, and hopefully not the last one.
Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, have all a great day or evening. As Karim mentioned at the beginning, it depends where are you now. So yes, enjoy the day, and yeah, we'll see you soon in our next webinars. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Have a
Bye.
nice day. Bye.